Well, the snow's on the ground, it's cold as hell outside, but let's make some change for those tires. Hey, Corey here, Canadian RC guy. Welcome back into the shop. Well, you can see on the table here, we got a bunch of different tires, sizes, that kind of thing. There's a whole bunch of snow on the ground outside and whatnot, so we figure, you know what? Now's the time we should figure out and see if we can make our own change for tires. We got a project coming up, so we got some big tires here we got to get chains on. Then we figure we got a few different sets of these are the factory tires off an axial. Then here's a big set of DJ crawler tires. So we're going to see if we can make some change up for some different size tires and that kind of thing. But I'll flip the camera around. I'll show you. We went to Michael's. If you guys are US friends, you can go down to the beautiful Hobby Lobby and find all this stuff there. But I'll show you what we got, and then I'll show you what we're going to be doing. So we saw, like always, you could buy some tire chains on the old Scamazon, but we wanted to get some bigger ones made as well. So we figured, you know what? We could probably do it at home. So we figured a set of pliers and side cutters. We went and got these little lobster clamps. It's a little bead landing kit. So it's got some more of those lobster clamps, some crimp beads, jump rings, bigger jump rings here, and these pins. Things we're probably not going to need, but we're definitely going to use those jump rings. And then we got these little packages here. Don't worry about those ones. But these are like a 1 inch and almost a 2 inch little circle. And that's going to allow us to put our circles on the inside, clamp everything together, and make ourselves some change for the tires. And then, of course, I'm not sure what kind of chain to use, but this looked like the best for us. So we went and got this, it's just curb chain. It's 5mm. It's like 7 yards. You know, it cost us like $15 kind of thing. So, I mean, this was $20. This was $15. These were like $5 each, and that was probably $5. We probably have about, $50 into this, and we'll be able to make tire chains forever. So we'll get some of this stuff out of the package, get some things set down on the table here, and then we'll show you what we're going to be doing. All right. So we grabbed one of our DJ crawler tires here. And then we just got one of the metal rings we're going to start with. And that's what's just going to kind of sit in the center here and hold all the chains together. Then you're going to use one of those little lobster clamps. And we just added one of the little O-rings that open and close. Hopefully you can see here. We'll get her all open. What a pain in the butt here. So just one of those little lobster clamps and got one of the little O-rings on the bottom there. And we went ahead and we attached them to the ring. So as you can see, we've got 5 of them on there, so that way they can be spaced out. Like that. Sorry about that. We'll get it. They can be all spaced out all the way around your ring there. And the next thing you're going to need to do is grab some of your chain. And you can, measure around your tire, figure it out with your links, that kind of thing. And remember, it is going to get pulled down tight a little bit. But make yourself a nice circle. Get that out of the way there. So that way it's going to go around. It's going to go on the inside there. You're going to take all your little lobster clamps and spread it out. Do 5, 6, whatever links you want, size of your tire. And then clamp it on. And you're going to end up with something that looks a little like this. So it's clamped on. And that way, when you put it onto your tire, your ring's going to sit there. We'll slide it up here. And that is going to be your chains to go to the side, like that. So the next thing you're going to need to do is get another one of those loops cut out. Get one of your lobster clamps on there. Well, another loop there, another lobster clamp. So that's going to be for the back of the tire. It's going to be there. And then you're going to need you can cut as many as you want. We went with 8. And these here are going to be your little chains. They're going to run from side to side. I'll move the camera here and I'll show you. So those will be as you can see there, those will be the little chains. We'll run 8 of them around. We'll put some little O-rings on, and that way they'll be able to clamp from this side to the back side. Oh, I knocked it right off there. Guess it's not going to stay for us. But we'll be able to clamp it from this side to the other side. And then when it's all said and done, you'll be able to just do this little clamp here at the back, be able to peel it off and put them on any set of tires that you want. So just give us a few minutes. We'll get everything tied together here. Get the first set of chains thrown on the tire. we'll bring you back and show you what it looks like. Alright, so we went ahead. We used this pin board here. That should help let us keep everything in place. So like I said, we've got the center ring there that kind of reach out to this ring here. Then we've got our little chains. They're going to go over the tires. And the next thing we need to do, get this untangled there. We're going to take this, obviously, without the pins there, the tire is going to go flipped around in there, and the chains are going to get wrapped around. And then this piece is here is going to go on the back, like so. I think we've got it a little bit big. We might have to make it a little bit smaller, but that's going to go on the back there, and we're going to run these chains one at a time around and clip them on. So we're just using this pin board. That'll help us keep everything in place. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and we'll bring you back, and hopefully we'll have these chains on the tires. All right, so there we have it. The first set of chains are on. We still have a little bit of work to do. We're going to move a couple of things around. You can see we got a little bit more space up at the top here, and it's a little bit tighter here at the bottom. So we're going to shift a few things around. I think we may go ahead and take a few of the links out here on the back. You can see it still kind of moves around a little bit. So we might pull another 4 or 5 links out of this, and that'll tighten this chain up a little bit and really hold these chains on. But for our first attempt, that's pretty good. So we'll fiddle around for a few more minutes, see if we can get this thing a little bit of a tighter fit, and then we'll actually know how many links we need for each piece, that kind of stuff, and it should be pretty good. So give us just a little bit more time, and we'll be back, and hopefully we'll have this thing fitting on there nice and snug. Alright, so there we have it. As you can see, we got pretty much all that slack out of the tires, or out of the chains, I should say. They're fitting on there nice and tight. They're not flopping around or anything like that. We could get a little bit better on our spacing. We're going to work on our next sets here, see if we can do a little bit better of a job. But for a first prototype, not so bad, I don't think. It worked out pretty darn good. So we're going to go ahead, get 3 more of these made up, and then we'll see if we can find a place outside to test them out. So there we have it. After a whole lot of fiddling around, we got our sets of chains done. The more we did, the better they went. It worked out really, really well, nice and tight on the back, tight on the front. We may have to look for a little bit of a smaller ring for the center. We kind of trying to close this one up a little bit, but I don't know. We'll have to look for something else, I think. But for today's purposes, for a first attempt, this works really, really well. So if it's something you're looking to do, go and get yourself some chains, some little lobster hooks and that kind of thing, and it'd be pretty easy to do for you. We can give you dimensions, that kind of thing. Like with us, with our 5mm chain, we did 24 links on the front for the front loop. We did 20 links on the back for this loop. And then we did 5 across we did 8 rows of 5 across to give us the rows across the tires. And then we did 5 little links to hold it into the center loop there. So we're going to get these changed over here to our AX24. We still haven't done any upgrades or anything to this yet, so it's a perfect thing. We'll throw it on and take it outside and see if it can crawl through the snow for a little bit. So let's go for a little crawl here and see what we can do. These tires are just monstrous. They're just a little too big for this car right now. But it seems to be making out okay. I think those chains are definitely helping.
See if we can make it up our little snow mountain here on our porch. I don't think not gonna happen this time. We stomped in a little bit better of a path here this time. I think we might make it this time.
Well, we're back in the shop. We got this thing all cleaned up. And man, was that fun. I think that's definitely something we're going to have to do with maybe one of our bigger RCs. Like, I don't know, maybe our modified we can get out in the snow and have a little bit of fun with. But as always, if you're not already a subscriber, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and ring that bell. That way you're going to get all the new upcoming videos because we got some great ones coming. If you have any comments on what you think we should do to this thing, any improvements on what you think we could do to change, we'd love to hear from you. Drop those down in the comments. And if you like this video, give us a big thumbs up. It helps us out so much. So thanks a lot, and we'll see you again soon.